started in Milwaukee?
Yes.
I think
Dan, do you remember any of your openers? Do you have an opener joke?
Come on, Jeff. Why don't you go fuck yourself?
What is it?
Like I have never.
I'm not saying do it. I'm saying I'm not saying you must do one. Do you remember any of them?
I don't. Like, I'm going to say no, and here's why. It's 10 o'clock, and I'm ashamed of one thing in my life, and that is my stand-up set when I was 17.
Yeah, but the lucky thing though was that we didn't have cameras like now.
It's like you're putting out some challenge for anyone in Milwaukee that has. There's footage.
Oh, there is?
Don't.
See, did you have an acid wash jacket that you wore on
worse.
stage?
I had a terrible act. Like, it didn't matter.
Well, everybody's acting.
Yeah.
I'm so
okay.
I watched an old footage of me. There used to be a club called Rascals Comedy Club, and they somehow. I remember signing the release. I could see my face as I signed it, but it was like so. They have all this footage of when I had first started. And so I was scared to death. But I did see a joke I liked, which was like in 1989. I wrote the joke: Jews are obsessed with Hitler because we can't remember anything about the Pharaoh. Like, that holds up. That holds up. But
yeah,
I also did a lot of horrible.
I find that joke too topical.
I absolutely promise you that it's like, but and the story of my life is that I would go like, no, you'd hate it, and people would like dig it up, and they'd go like, wait, that's awful. I'd be like, motherfucker, I
told you.
I buried one thing, like, and I asked you to bury it.
Is there? And again, I'm not saying do it. Is there a joke that you're proud of? Do you remember that? Did you have one that you think might still hold up?
No.
No.
Okay, highlights that I remember. I used the C word in my act. Like, a lot. I thought at 17 the reason unsuccessful comics didn't use it and Andrew Dice Clay did is because he was smart and brave. And I used the C word in a giant chunk of my bit about how I didn't like women at my college that were of a certain category that were doing certain things. What
would you call them sometimes?
Just for
were they unpleasant? In what way?
I did then I would talk about jerking off for a while, which is like fine. We're in safe territory. Like that's fine. Like just punish yourself. But then at the time Jeffrey Dahmer had just eaten a bunch of people, so I had a lot of Dahmer jokes.
Talk about your lean cuisine.
Rommel!
The guy was 90 pounds.
Your lips to my set list, Andy
Rommel.
Kidler. None of them that funny.
We're having someone's jowl again or something. I don't know.
And then I would close. I closed with a. It wasn't a rap. It was a song. It was like a. I don't know what my premise was. I don't know why it was in the country western theme. It was a song about masturbation, and I would make the audience would clap, and I would sing the song. It was me rhyming about masturbation.
Yeah, but you were 17, right?
Yes,
but what if you were wearing?
I wish I was 16.
But what if you've been wearing an? What did you expect? You're not gonna wear an ascot and smoke a pipe at that age.
But all I'm saying is just that I'm like everybody loves to like talk about how bad they were and all this stuff. It's like genuine. It's like have you ever been genuinely ashamed? Like you're just like no, this isn't cute. Like it's like fucking like holy shit, this is shameful.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, how could anybody not have those experiences unless were a genius the first time or something like that? I don't know why.
Who were those people? I don't know. But I don't really know what I'm saying. Like, Schraub, my friend Rob Schraub. He was doing stand-up at the same time, a couple years older than me, which I will now emphasize. But like when we talk about, remember we did stand-up and it was so we were so unfunny. Like here's Schraub's version of the hack years in Milwaukee. Schraub's bits were like what if the bat signal came on while Batman was taking a shit? That's good bad. Like oh my god, that if Aaron Sorkin wrote a movie and you fucking panned through a club about Rob Schraub, it's like, oh, here I am doing my bad stand up, and he would do his other bit was like, Tonto and Bones from Star Trek, their main job was telling their boss that people were dead, and then he would talk about that, and then he would and then he would do a split screen effect where he would do him dead Kimosabe, he's dead Jim, him dead Kimosabe, like, and it was like he called out the split screen, and it was 1991, and it was awesome. And it was like, this guy's so funny, and now it's like, oh, remember we were bad stand-ups? No, I was saying the C word. And I was doing country western songs and making people clap about Dahmer. Like, it was like, there's a kind of bad that makes you like
finish all the person on your plate. Boom, boom.
Good night, everybody. Thank you so much for coming to Harmontown.
For Spencer Crittenden. He really did it.
Andy Kindler, everybody. Thank you, Spencer. I'm Jeff Davis. One more time for your mayor, Mr. Dan Harmon.
Yeah! Dan Harmon!
Hey, we're going to be in New York. Talk about New York for a second. Yeah. Because we sold out the first New York show, so we did a second one the night after, and we're pretty concerned.
What are the dates? November?
I don't know. But
Steve. 13th and 14th. So come to I think 13th is sold out already? And so if you're around the East Coast and want to come out, or if you have a lot of discretionary funds and want to fly yourself out first class, guests of Harmontown will stay at the Ritz-Carlton.
And if you're at the first show and you're like, hey, I think I'll come to both, the one upside of having no act is that you won't hear anything twice.
Yeah.
Please come to both shows.
Also, second show, clothing optional.
Andy Kindler, everybody.
Thank you, guys. Drive fast and take chances.